Welcome to an ESPN Sunday night NBA doubleheader. We kick things off in Miami, Florida, in a sold-out American Airlines Arena as the Miami Heat host the Orlando Magic. LeBron James and the Heat still one of the favorites to win the championship. Meanwhile, Dwight Howard, he has made a city of Orlando euphoric with his decision regarding his contract through next season.
But the two key guys here, Mike, are Turkoglu and then also Nelson. Small forward and point guard. They need the assists and they need high percentage shooting because they are their two best creators. When they're in sync, this is a tough team to beat.
They played last Tuesday in Orlando. Dwayne Wade missed a shot at the end of regulation. Magic won in overtime. He'll try and get back this afternoon as we go to the studio with JB and the guys.
Leads to him as well. Now he can game plan. He can get this team ready.
Well, this is the final meeting between these two this season. LeBron James and the Heat down 2-1 in the series. Will they even it up today? Opening tip is next on ESPN.
ESPN's presentation of NBA Sunday.
The Heat's 12-game home winning streak on the line tonight as they host the Orlando Magic. And the home team has won all 3 meetings so far in this regular season. As we look at our starting lineups, first for the 29-16 Magic, UB talked about Turkoglu and Nelson and their importance. Jason Richardson, his second game back after missing several with a sprained ankle, also very important for Stan Van Gundy. And for Eric Spoelstra and the Heat, the same starting 5. With Joel Anthony, a difficult task tonight against Dwight Howard, who has had 2 monster games against his team. And for the first time tonight, let's check in with Rick Bucher. Hey, Rick.
Thank you very much, Mike. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've seen players right before a game throw their heads back and laugh as loud as the Orlando Magic do. That it could all change. And I don't know if people were buying in all the way. This was a fresh breath of air. So Mike, I don't know if it's going to make them play any better, but clearly they are going to have a lot more fun now that they know that Dwight is going to be staying in uniform for a little while longer.
Yeah, Rick, well, they were playing well before the trading deadline, even with this whole Dwight Howard scenario hanging over their head all season long. Not an easy situation for a team to deal with. And now they can just move forward and concentrate on playing better basketball. They have the 5th best record in the NBA.
And they are an excellent road team. They're one of the better road teams over the past 5 years. One thing about them is if Howard is playing well and taking the double teams inside, it opens up the 3-point game where they're #1 in the league.
Again, their latest matchup was last Tuesday in Orlando. And the Magic winning that one in overtime. Howard's had 2 great games that UB spoke of at the top in Orlando. Played solidly in the one here, although the Heat won that one easily. And we're set to go.
This is where you have to pay attention, Orlando. Transition defense, a big key in tonight's game.
Extra pass to Bosh. Bosh gets it to go. That's your normal shot, but he'll take it because he's been struggling shooting the ball last few games.
Well, when you talk about the year, he continually talks about the fact that he wants to win a championship. Well, it has to start with him playing to his maximum potential.
How about Joel Anthony? Nice block.
Goal. You're going to see right now. Watch it. This is a strong move at this end. Jump hook, great shot block. Excellent timing by Anthony.
Nelson trying to stay aggressive, flips up a wild shot. Howard can't get the rebound. There goes a 3-on-2. Richardson hustles back. Nice pass back for Bosh on the finish. That's a pretty look behind the back.
Well, that's beautiful fast break basketball. 3 lanes, 2 guys wide, and then you're to Howard, but off of the dribble and off of the pick and roll.
Wade goes right at Richardson. That was easy.
Too easy, Mike. I mean, come on now. The defense could not even get to a rotate.
Anderson, the 2nd leading scorer on the team. James, the spin, left-handed, pretty play.
I'll tell you, he did one of those the other night against Chicago. It was so quick. This is the stuff that he does that's amazing. It's so quick, a quick spin, comes back in. Hey, I go right, take away my right hand, I'm going to give it to you left hand. So quick. Well, they have a tendency to let up many nights, not only at home, but also on the road.
Wade, and a blocking foul call, count it and one. Jason Richardson tried to draw the charge. Instead, a chance for a 3-point play for Wade.
If you're going to foul him, foul him. I just don't let him get that shot up. But when you get down inside here, right, you see, you can't do that. You can't flop on a great shooter. You're never going to get that ball.
Do you think that was a flop?
Come on. Remember, like we always say in that first quarter, of trapping hard on these pick and roll and pick and spot up. They're forcing Orlando out towards the half court, and that's why the clock is running down.
James banks it in with 0.8 of a second remaining. And that will end the third period. Both teams struggling shooting the ball. Defense certainly something to do with that. As we have 3 quarters complete here.
It's a good steal by Duhon. Give it up.
But a bad pass, back-to-back turnover. Boy, both teams very sloppy here in the fourth quarter.
It was too late, all right? It was too late on the pass. He was open.
That one's good. And the Heat back up by 4. Dwayne Wade really starting to get hot.
And it's just too bad. Because once again, they turn.
Redick, the most consistent player off the bench. Another turnover. Wade goes up and lays it in. 8 points already here in the fourth for Wade. And the Heat back up by 6. The turnovers really killing the Orlando Magic.
Guard play is really taking.
Battier. Inside, passed away. Oh, tough shot from Wade. It looks like he got whacked in the head. And Wade red hot here in this fourth quarter.
He's got about what they call that last one. That should have been 8 turnovers for the quarter.
They didn't credit that as a turnover.
It should have been.
You're right. Pass inside to Bosh. Bosh gets it, puts it in, and a foul. And the Heat pulling away here in the fourth. It's a 10-point lead.
Give the Heat a lot of credit now. They've gone to a nice set where they're running a curl for Wade, and then a pick and roll for LeBron up on the top. And then many good things have happened out of this. Now with LeBron
home, they're now 19-2 here at the American Airlines Arena. And they finished their season series tied at 2 apiece. The home team won all 4 battles, and there were some good ones as Dwayne Wade, sensational here in the fourth quarter, 14 of his 31 in the final period as the Heat pull away and improve to 33-11 on the season. That's their best start in franchise history. Wade, sensational, and he's with Rick Bucher.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. 17 points first 3 quarters, 14 points in the fourth quarter. And it was nip and tuck. What was your mindset going into that final period?
We needed something. We needed a jolt of energy, and I decided I would be the one who bring it. You know, we turned up our pressure a little bit, and just being aggressive on the offensive end, my teammates did a good job of finding me.
We're so used to seeing you guys play with high energy. It's always been here at home. It's sort of gone away from on the road lately. But it took you a while to get into it today. Can you give us an idea just sort of what this team's going through right now?
Well, long season, man. Everybody going through. You know, we only human. You know, so we're gonna do our job to get off our feet, try to get ready for the next one. But you know, it's tough to have that high energy every day. But we're trying to find ways to win ball games. So you know, I wish it was some magical potion I can tell you would help. But right now, it's just us getting our rest and come in with a free mind.
Great finish. Great to see you. Let's go back to you, Mike.
All right, Rick, good win for the Heat here in Miami. Up next on ESPN, second game of our doubleheader, Portland visiting Oklahoma City. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For UB Brown, Rick Bucher, producer Eddie Fibershoff, and director Jimmy Moore, and our entire fantastic crew. Mike Breen saying so long from Miami. Now to Oklahoma City, coming up after the break.
It's like having a long-term committed relationship with the girl. Then she says publicly that she might want a new man. You want to keep her. She finally says, yes, I'll stay with you for another date or 2. But after that, you know it hurts, but come on, man. How many girls lead the NBA in rebounding and are named Defensive Player of the Year in the same year? Okay, so I'm mixing metaphorically with reality here, but you get the drift. Dwight Howard agreed to stay with the Orlando Magic this year and next, but maybe not after that. Is that soothing enough for the Magic to end the Miami Heat's 12-game home winning streak? First quarter, Chris Bosh working on Ryan Anderson and working Ryan Anderson. Says 2 different things, but in this case, it's really the same thing because he worked that dude. Bosh, 12 of his 23 in the first quarter. Later first, Mario Chalmers running the break, leaves it for Bosh. Have a little bit of that. Bosh, also 7 rebounds. Stan Van Gundy needed a hug.
We just passed the ball poorly. was turnovers, lack of energy, and a lack of effort. We didn't do anything well, Rick, nothing.
You crawled back into it, though, at the free throw line. How did you get there?
I don't know, about 9 after 1 quarter being back in.
That was Coach Van Gundy after 1 quarter. Second quarter, Magic down 6. Orlando 5 passes in 4.1 seconds. Ridiculous ball movement. Quentin Richardson, 15 points, all from the land of good and plenty. Third quarter tied at 54. Bosch trying to save the ball. Throws it right to Jason Richardson, who ends up with the fast break bucket plus the foul. Orlando leads. The bench loves him, but the Magic only 34 points in the second half. Big Dwight Howard, though, 18 points, 11 boards. Trying to keep him close. Fourth quarter, heat up for LeBron James. Could have been arrested for grand larceny. He only shot 4 of 14, but he had 5 steals, 7 assists, 12 rebounds, and scored in double figures for the 400th straight game. He was given. D-Wade was getting ridiculous. Batty to Wade. Flash had 31. Now a 9-point game. Flash, just a fully growed-up man. Fourth 30-point game in March. Heat win at 91-81. So, Dwayne, you were saying?
What was your mindset going into that final period?
We needed something. We needed a jolt of energy, and I decided I would be the one who bring it. We turned up our pressure a little bit, and just being aggressive on the offensive end, my teammates did a good job of finding me.
We're so used to seeing you guys play with high energy. It's always been here at home. It's sort of gone away on the road lately. But it took you a while to get into it today. Can you give us an idea just sort of what this team's going through right now?
Well, long season, man. Everybody going through. We only human. So we're gonna do our job to get off our feet and try to get ready for the next one. But it's tough to have that high energy every day. But we're trying to find ways to win ball games. So I wish it was some magical potion I could tell you would help. But right now it's just us getting our rest and come in with a free mind.
The Heat train rolls on in that free-minded thinking. 13 straight at home, 1 shy of the longest streak in the NBA this season. Miami, 18-2 home record this season, best in the East, and they have a shot to extend their streak Tuesday against the Phoenix Suns.